that. And they looking at me like, you sound like a whole bitch. I'm like, I'm just talking, you know what I mean? So for me, it's just all been like a natural aspect of things, you know, it's just been natural for me. And I always go for my mental, you know what I mean? Just like if you're having a bad hair day or you have a pimple, you're gonna feel bad and down or whatever. So it's just like that type of feeling, but like on a gender identification type of level. So.
Yeah, because when you popped out as Jade, I'm like, hold on, this the one that was slinging wood, and I'm talking about, and like everything I heard about you, like, Shanky got some good dick, the head, everything was good, so I'm like, Jade, like, who the fuck is this?
And you know
like,
what,
did something happened, or that was just you the whole time, and you was just like, I know I can sing it about what, but really, I'm Jade on it. Like, this is, Jade is me.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Jade has transformed from, I want to say Jade has transformed from Zabina. So I'm going to keep it real with y'all. So I think I had lost my job. Just when I was like younger. I think I had, and mind you, I'm really old. I just want y'all to know that this comes from like just smoking weed and just staying positive and stuff. I'm 28. But what I will say is Jade came about during a time of me finding myself and stuff like that. Because before I turned into Jade, I was fucking with the police commissioner, and it's no secret, like my whole family know. I was fucking with, and this is not in type of exposure or nothing like that. I don't kiss and tell, I don't do all that extra stuff.
I sell it. Make me mad.
The reason why I can't kiss and tell, because anytime I had sex for the past previous years, it's been a purchase type of thing. Okay. So it's like, I ain't fucking for free, I'm single, like, I don't even know how to, like, be in a relationship, I guess. I've always been like, we'll get to that down the road.
So nothing happened that made you turn into Jade?
Oh, I'm sorry, I got off of that. So what had happened was, something did happen. I was molested by a girl first, or whatever. A girl, when I was younger.
See, everybody keep quiet about that. It's always the men.
I told my family, and my siblings said, "Oh, you got some pussy before us, or whatever." I'm young. Right. I'm like really young.
And
so for me,
for
me, it was like, okay, well, if anything, I want to be on this side of whatever's going on. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody about to come interrupting our podcast, but you know, basically. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Hopefully your hands gets better. So, but for me, I was touched by a girl, and I told, and they made. I was young. I was like 7 or 8. You know what I mean? And they made it seem so nonchalant, or made it seem like, you know, everything's hunky dory and stuff like that. When in fact, you know, I'm traumatized. You know what I mean?
That goes on a lot in the black household. Like
I think I dropped the key bake. Oh shit, I think I dropped the key bake in there. Sorry y'all, but you know, this is, I got the key.
This is our first run, so look, whatever.
But we'll get it together, because I'm really inspired from this type of position. I can see myself doing something like this. And for so long, and I know I'm getting off topic y'all, but for so long, I just been doing what I felt like I was good at, and what was tangible that I was good at, which was hustling. Always protected. You know, I walk around with no STDs. I always, you know,
keep make things, sure of that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Try to keep it very much copacetic, because in my mind, it's just a grind. So for y'all to see those things on internet and stuff, in my mind, that's just marketing and stuff like that. It wasn't about, oh, Aunt Tawanda might see it, or Aunt Shaka Shaka might see it. My whole thing is I didn't care, because at that time in my life, none of those people
reached out
or anything. And I've been through a lot of stuff. People don't know a lot of stuff. Like, I broke my neck. I got metal plates in my hand. I've been shot. My hands is like this. They lock. Niggas don't know this. People don't know this because how I project, or what I project, you wouldn't even know none of this stuff. But I've been through a lot of stuff by myself. So for me, I didn't care. No problem. I didn't care about the repercussions of anybody else's opinions, because I couldn't cash those at the bank to pay my rent and things like that. But you know.
So you're saying you were touched as a kid, that did play a part?
Yeah, so that made me feel like I wouldn't be on this side of the spectrum other than that side of the spectrum. But then when I got molested by a guy when I was younger too, who was supposed to be my family and was close to me and stuff like that, it really just fucked me up. It fucked me up for a second, and then I realized I took my power back because I didn't want to be nothing evil or nothing rude or nothing. That's why I've always been nice and respectful, and still now. And as an adult, people can see it. It's not coming from a place of resentment, or it's just coming from a place of where I don't want to be or who I don't want to be like. Because I didn't have no role models growing up. My siblings was getting locked up and doing all this wild stuff. I don't got a police record. I've never been to jail or none of that stuff. You know, I like to just smoke my weed and drink my wine and have a good time.
See, my problem was that I do evil with evil, good with good. And I'm never going to go for that, so I'm always be in one spot, like always.
And you know what? We all do that, but it's just at the level of what we're doing it at, or how much we're really going to project that, because we all like that. It's right or wrong, right or left, green or, you know.
Mm-hmm. So when you got molested by a guy, did you tell your parents?
I've told my parents and stuff like that, and there was no action. There was nothing done. You know what I mean? So for me, if I see nothing's being done, I'm in a big household and I'm the middle child, so I'm kind of like getting overlooked sometimes or whatever like that, or like, you know, I'm just blending in, or, you know. So for me, it really hurt me, and it made me be more vocal, and it made me choose to go to my grandparents' house on the weekend and go to my aunt's house in out of state in Jersey for the summers and stuff like that. You know, and then sometimes I would just leave my mom's house and just go to my friend's house, Ariah's house. That's why me and Raya, we're so tight. We went through like a lot of stuff
you
together.
You dated before, right?
No.
Is that the right? Okay, I'm gonna think about the wrong one then. I'm thinking about the wrong one. All right, so when you told your parents, did they ever say you're lying?
I wouldn't say they said it, but
you could tell.
They didn't take it with no type of serious action. They didn't take it as, you know, because they, you know, they were too busy selling drugs and doing all this stuff, you know what I mean? And it also formed the people didn't care, so it formed that type of work ethic and that grind in myself that is death before dishonor and always touch money because I only got myself. So I'm definitely going to people in my circle, it's going to be death before dishonor on my behalf. Regardless if they fucking up or they doing jinky shit to me, I'm still going to love them. I mean, now I might have to love them from afar, or I might have to give them space, but it's going to be genuine love for me. All because of I seen growing up what I didn't want to be a part of, things that just wasn't right. You know, it's not to throw anybody under the bus, but the shit is public now. You know what I mean? My voice didn't change and stuff like that. It will fluctuate, just to let y'all know, depending how I feel. It's natural. But yeah, so
you got into like porn, right?
Yeah, and I still get a little check here and there thanks to those clicking my videos.
What sites can they find you on?
You can definitely find a slice of me, because you won't find me. So, yeah. But you can find Carmela Bella on Pornhub.com. Click those videos and get paid from the views.
So would you ever, like, how about hair and dress wise? Like, would you ever get, like, you know, weeds back in? Like a female again?
I've been getting a lot of that. So for me, I feel like after, people might not know, so I'm going to give you the rundown. February 26th. Well, February 24th, I was taking my trash out of my condo, and we got cameras and stuff and security guards and stuff like that. I was taking my trash out, and somebody came from behind me with a gun and forced me in my house, and 2 other guys came in, and I was raped. I had long hair. My real hair was like right down the hair. So if you have a sew-in, what they do is they braid your real hair, and then they sew the weave on. My braids from my real hair was hanging off my scalp. You know, I'm laying there, I thought I was gonna die. I wake up on life support and stuff like that, and you know, I was raped and recorded and humiliated. I'm sorry, y'all. Humiliated and just like really just everything that I knew and was selective from and being cautious from just happened. And I'm gonna be honest, like I told myself in March I was gonna get out the game. I feel like I had 27 sticks. I said, well, I tried to be greedy because my goal was just to get 20 sticks and just move down south. But I had got 27 from Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. You know, motherfuckers come from in and out of town, whatever.
That was quick.
You know what I mean? So I had that, and I said I would get out in March, but I fucked up. I was supposed to put my money in the bank and stuff like that, but I had some money in my safe, and then I still had money that the client sent me on my PayPal accumulated up. So they took my password, 3 of my phones, my self-worth for it, but I'm gonna let it slowly regain it and stuff. That's why I'm like in a space to do this interview and stuff like that, and maybe even get my own